കണ്ണാടിക്കൈ കല്യാണം കണ്ടോ കാക്കാത്തിക്കിളി ഉള്ളത്തിൽ ചെണ്ടുമല്ലിപ്പൂവെറിഞ്ഞൊരാളുണ്ടോ അഴകോലും തമ്പ്രാനുണ്ടോ
My dad's getting the kids.
Okay.
Let me know if you are missing anybody.
You wanna come? Come line up.
Mickey and Mia.
Hi, where are the kids? Let's go. Where are the kids? I'll do a whip if he doesn't show up. Whip. Okay. Like that.
You're good. All right, you guys all ready? So real quick announcement, guys, just so you understand what's going to happen. So we have introductions right now. As soon as we come in for introduction. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to officially welcome you to the reception for the evening. It's time to get our wedding party in here, but before they get in here, I need to make sure all of you out there are ready to go. So as I'm announcing all the people in, I need you guys to yell, scream, clap, make as much noise as you can in here. So I want to hear you guys right now at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, this is not the ceremony. Let me reiterate. This is the reception. I want to feel the energy back here. Let's try that one more time. 1, 2, 3. All right. I think you guys got it. Let's get them on in here. All right. First up, we have the bride's mother, Sue Sheila Sunder, along with the brother of the bride, Fini, Caleb. Next up, we have the groom's parents, Rigoberto and Judith Herrera. Your Bible bearer for today, Jithra Joseph. The ring bearer, Ethan Herrera, along with Maria. Your page boy, Gino Herrera. Flower girls, Sephra Joseph, along with Melina Isabel Christensen. Our candle girls, Zena Mark and Jason Mark. Now it's time for your junior bridesmaids and junior groomsmen. First we have Miha George and Evan Watson. Leah Watson and Liam Eckelberger. Now it's time for the bridesmaids and groomsmen. First we have Bree Cornell and Jocelyn Watson, along with Samuel Herrera. And we'd like to announce one of our groomsmen that's on his way in. Unfortunately, he's not here right this second, but he'll be here with us a little later. Let's give it up for Carlos Herrera. Next, we have your matron of honor, Amber Blankenship, and your best man, Jose Cerrone. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you can all please stand. It's time for the reason we're all here today. Ladies and gentlemen, your newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Daniel and Fini Herrera. This time you may all take your seats. They're going to be cheering in their front tonight, Frank Sinatra. Someday, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking
so soft. There is nothing for me but to love you and the way you look tonight. With each word, your tenderness grows, tearing my fear apart. And that laugh wrinkles your nose, touches my foolish heart. Lovely, never change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you just the way you look tonight. Touches my foolish heart. Lovely, don't you ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you just the way you look tonight. Just the way you look.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. Herrera. This time they're going to be joined by their wedding party. We're going to have a little wedding party dance. Here's Can't Stop the Feeling, Justin Timberlake. Once again, they would like all of the wedding party to join them for this dance.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric, baby, when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up no ceiling when we in our zone. I've got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Oh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. Rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights, when everything goes, no matter how we're getting close. When we move, well, you already know. So just let you see what you do, dance, 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 go. Creeping up on you, so just dance, 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 go. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, 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 go. Ain't nobody leaving, so keep dancing. It's happening. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, 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 go. Ooh, something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't need control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. 'Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop.
All right, let's give it up for your wedding party, ladies and gentlemen. All right, coming up next, we're going to have a few toasts. So first, I'm going to be calling up the best man.
How's everybody doing? Good? Awake? Hopefully? Alright, well, I just gotta prepare a quick a little speech for Daniel and Fini here. I've known Daniel most of my life since elementary school, so just want to tell you a little story about me and Daniel and about us. So my friend Daniel, first off, I want to start by saying that thank you. I'm honored to be here as your second pick for best man. I appreciate it. When I got that call, I was like, oh yeah, man, I'm in. But on a serious note, I wanted to tell you about Daniel. Daniel is a loyal, determined, funny guy. But he has changed a bit since the last time I saw him, and I'll explain that to you guys in a little. Daniel is a loyal man, one of the most loyal friends I've ever had. To be honest, he's the most loyal friend I have to this day. He's always given me solid advice, and he was there when I needed him, as long as he didn't have to go to church or his mom didn't need him to clean the house. So he's always there. Me and Daniel, we would always hang out. We'd stay up till like 4 o'clock in the morning making music. He loves making music. We'd play video games. We'd go out to parties and stuff. He was the best wingman you could ask for on a school night. He's a determined man. One time, middle school, he tore a ligament in his finger to open a calculator for his math test. That's how dedicated he is. He's a determined man. Mr. Williams' math class, I remember that day. He came in and he had a cast on his pinky, I believe, for a while, because for school he's dedicated. He once actually asked a girl out after she had spit up some food up on him, and it was very interesting. A very interesting situation. He said no amount of little food or anything was going to stop him from what he was going to do. But the most important thing, I think, that shows his determination is the fact that he moved across the country with his at the time girlfriend, now wife, and they went out there and they started a life. That I think is some real determination. At that point, I think it's commitment. It's determination and loyalty come together to be commitment. And I think that right there is where Daniel really changed. I think he went from being the boy that I grew up with to being a man. As it takes a lot to move across the country with a girlfriend and stick in there and make it work. So I'd say that's the big change. When Daniel first met you, it was the most excited that I've ever seen him. He came up to me and he's like, hey man, I met this girl. She's hot. She's foreign. I love talking to her. And the best part is, she lives next door. Like, all right, man, that's great. That's awesome. So, I think that was his selling point right there. He was just like, yeah, she was so excited about that. And I was just like, well, that's great. And he would tell me about you guys taking the bus together and walking home, and then, it started off with little things like that, and then it became something big. It's like, oh yeah, I live in Texas, by the way, with Fini. And I was like, I had no idea. That's great. Like, you're making it work, guys. I'm happy for you. So I just want to say that, Fini, we know each other here and there. We don't know each other as well as I know Daniel, but I can tell you for sure that Daniel will give you his 110%. As he did to me as a friend, I'm sure he'll give it 10 times over to you as a husband. You're in good hands, and from what I've heard, he's in great hands as well. So I just want to see if everybody would raise a glass and toast to Fini and Daniel. May they forever be blessed and have each other at each other's side.
Next, we'd like to call up the matron of honor, Amber Blankenship.
Hey y'all. I'm from Texas. I just said hey y'all. My name is Amber. I've known Fini, I think for like 5 years. It's been a while. It's like, wow, we really spent like life together. And I've gotten to know Danny over those years too. First off, I just want to say I'm so glad I'm here. I'm so glad I got to see like both of y'all's families like come together. Like I'm echoing, and be at the Herrera house. It was so fun yesterday. So thanks for having me. So Fini and I met down in college in Corpus Christi, Texas. And later got to meet Danny, and my husband who could actually be here this trip. We've gotten to like hang out, play games, be competitive against each other, with each other. It's been really fun. Even me and my husband don't live in Corpus Christi anymore, but we've gotten to keep up a friendship even like a few hours apart. So it's really sweet. So before I tell the couple, I would like to say a couple of things about each of them. So Fini, everyone knows, if you know Fini, you know she has a contagious laugh, right? Like, you literally get her laughing, and like, you're bawling, like, you're laughing, like, you're crying, you know what I'm saying? You're getting all of it, like, all of it. And so, if you, so she brings a joy in everywhere she goes. It's really true. Not only is she hilarious to be around, but she's a loyal and a faithful friend. And one of my favorite things about Fini is that she always, sorry, I'm echoing, so if I'm like delaying, it's because it's like throwing me off. One of my favorite things about Fini is that she always asks me, not just like how am I doing, but she really like remembers things that's going on in me in like my life. She's very intentional, and like it's like always picking up like where we left off, right? It's like we're always where we left off, and laughing. Yeah. So for that, I'm really grateful that you're a faithful friend. And Danny, you're inquisitive, and a lot of people know that. He's a thinker, and I've always noticed that he makes like well thought out, like calculated decisions. Like he's not gonna just like jump into something like he's not gonna rush into it. He's like thought about it, and then once he's in, he's like all in. And I think Danny, like that leadership is gonna lead like y'all's family in like calculated and wise decisions. And then Fini, your laughter and your loyalty is gonna make it all an adventure. Like y'all gonna like compliment each other, and it's gonna be so much fun. I'm like so excited. And together, it's so funny. I feel like I'm re-saying y'all's vows, because I already wrote this yesterday. Honestly, I did, like in the plane. And y'all said everything that I already wrote down. And so you had said y'all are a great team. And I'm like, y'all are a great team. I've like noticed that. Like y'all work really, really well together. And I believe that they can do more for God's kingdom than they can do apart. And I can't wait to see what the Lord does in and through y'all, and like throughout y'all's marriage. I'm really glad. So my prayer for you guys, is that, I'm not sure if I can say this, but I hope you'll have lots of babies. Right? So I pray that y'all stay rooted in God's word and grow in your understanding of who Jesus is in God's word. And that y'all stay faithful to him and like take over ground, like wherever y'all live. Like in Corpus Christi, like it's a place for the Lord, like in your home, like even when you're playing board games, like it's for the Lord, you know? And even laughter and like dreaming of board game cafes, right? So last thing is, Danny, I really believe you have a gift of teaching, and I believe the Lord really wants to use that, not just in your marriage, but I think particularly in your marriage, like the way that you lead Fini. You can like lead her into truth and guide her, and like you get like the honor of like seeking out her highest good, and I'm really excited. Like I know that she is in good hands, like just like Jose said, like really in good hands. And Fini, I think you have the gift of encouragement, and Danny's gonna need it from time to time. Even when he's like making those like well like thought out decisions, like he's gonna need to like he doesn't want to, you're gonna help him feel not all the weight on the shoulders. You know what I'm saying? You're like, babe, like I got you, I'm with you, you know? And that's gonna be so sweet. I like how Pastor, you said that there's some things that just happen and to stay between them two, and that really is true. Like it's so sweet. It's a joy of marriage. So with that said, everyone, you can like lift up your glass, toast again. I don't know how to do a toast. So I just pray many wonderful things over you guys, and that God will grow closer and closer together as you fix your eyes on Jesus. And I love you. Love you. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to call up. All right, your son's gonna talk. They're arguing over who's gonna talk.
What should I say? I thank all the people who came here today for this wonderful moment. Thanks for all family members. I'm so happy to see my sister's wedding finally. Along with a beautiful, handsome husband. Thank God for all the blessings, and thank you all for joining with us. May God bless you all. Thank you. Amen.
I met Fini for the first time in 1993 on my first solo trip to India. And from the pictures, I was not expecting a very fun, precocious, and mischievous little girl. And my grandma was always taking care of her, and she would just have my grandma running in circles, doing things. And she would take things apart in the house and then try to explain how to put it back together. So for the Malayalis in the house, she would say, "Loose, loose." Okay? So it's like saying, this is loose, so you connect it to this loose thing, and then you fix it. But that's what she did to radios, to kitchen utensils, I don't know. But we have a very special connection because her name is actually my nickname that my dad gave me. So I guess my aunt decided to name her daughter Fini. When her family finally arrived here, Fini's curiosity and her openness and her drive immediately led her to making bold moves to reach her goals. She was like, going to college. We were like, okay, where's the money coming from? She figured it out. She did it. Then she found herself a job at the ice cream place, right? Baskin Robbins. I said, you're working and going to school? Okay. Then she said, and I have a friend. I said, a friend? And she's like, yeah, I met this guy. His name is Dan. And I'm like, okay. So where did you guys meet? She's like, oh, I met him on the bus. We like take the bus together to go to Montgomery College, and he actually lives next door. And I'm like, oh, never knew there was a guy named Dan next door. I actually didn't live there. That was my parents' house. So side-eye, and I was like, who is this guy? Until I met Danny, and I found him to be quiet and kind of reserved, very unlike Fini, but very considerate and very sweet, just like Fini. So it's crazy how life circumstances kind of bring people into our lives, but we all know nothing is just by chance. There's always some sort of intervention, and I think in this case, it was divine intervention. And I know that when you guys move forward in your endeavors and your goals, you're going to make sure that you align that with God's plans. So Fini and I hope, Fini and Danny, I hope for a lifetime of memories, a friendship that continues to grow, and a faith that deepens. We love you, and here's to Fini and Danny.
Next up, let's call up the father of the groom, Rigoberto Herrera.
Hi, good
Good evening to all those who don't know me. My name is Rigo. I am the very, very proud father of the groom. And it's my honor, thank you. It is my honor to welcome everybody to this place. And in behalf of my wife, Judith, who is here with me, my older son, Carlos, his wife, Maria, and my grandson, Ethan. Also, my beautiful daughter, Monica, sitting over there, her husband, and my two grandsons, Liam and Mari, and of course, Danny, and then Sammy, the youngest of all, his beautiful wife, Tati, and their two sons. You can only see one there, but there's one coming. Yeah, that's Gino. So we are very, very pleased to have you here. Thank you for coming, joining us today, to rejoice in this very happy day for us. Probably many of you don't know that Danny was a preemie baby when he was born. Danny, when he was born, his weight was just a little more than 2.5 pounds. So he was very small. And when I remember the day he was born, the nurses at the hospital told them to prepare some posters and little drawings for Danny, for the baby. And so they did, and I went to buy some toys, and then they told us that we could go and see the baby. And I remember when I walked out to the crib, it wasn't a crib, it was an ice. It was an incubator, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. And I looked at the incubator and I said, well, and it was all the drawings that my kids had painted for the baby were there. The nurses take them to the crib. And there was also the toys that I bought. And there was a toy there that I didn't recognize. And I said, I thought I better make some room for the baby. When I walked out to the crib, I realized that wasn't a toy, that was Danny. He was so small. So we saw him, we loved him so much when we saw him there, even more than what we already loved him prior to he was born. I remember big daughter fell in love immediately with Danny, and she said, oh my God, I want to be his babysitter forever. And of course, Carlos, big brother too, he said, I'm never going to let anybody mess with you. And so we were very happy to see him. And he spent 2 months in the hospital. Finally, at the 3rd month, we were able to take him home. And when he got home, that changed the dynamics of the family. And everybody was so happy, everybody was, everybody wanted to carry on. And I remember that there was a lot of crying in the house. That was like 24 hours, a lot of crying. And I remember my wife used to come to me and said, will you please stop crying and take care of the baby? Because that's how I am. That's how, I am very easily moved to tears, very easily. In fact, if you see me crying today, it's because I think that the maximum expression of sadness and joy are tears, right? So today is one of my happiest days in my life. So please don't be surprised if at some point you see me crying here. But it's really very emotional for me. I am that type of person. I cried this morning. I said maybe if I cry in the home in the morning, if I cry at home in the morning, I can hold up in the afternoon. And I did my best effort, and I forced myself to cry, but I couldn't. It didn't work. So that's why I'm saying, if you see me, crying, it's just because I am very, very happy for my son and my new daughter. Fini, we love you so much. We take you to our family with all our hearts. And we wish you, for both of you, we wish a lot of blessings, all the blessings that the Lord has cast upon you. You know. Just to wrap it up, once again, I want to thank everybody. I know some of you travel from far, but before I go, let me tell you something. Something that came to my mind right now. Like everybody said, Danny has always been a very quiet, very organized. From when he was a baby, he always picked out toys behind himself. You couldn't even tell that Danny was playing in that room. He was very organized, and he never gave us any trouble. But I remember this one night when I was asleep, and I heard some noise, and I came to the window to see, but the noise was outside of the house. So I came to the window to see, and at the moment I just saw some movement there, but I didn't recognize anything. It took me a minute to see that that was Danny and Fini at 1 o'clock in the morning, right in front of my house at the sidewalk. And you remember that, right? They used to wait until everybody fell asleep, and then they snuck out of the house, and they were meeting in front of our house. So, Pastor, don't let their innocent look in the face fool you. They can stir up some trouble very easily. Well, once again, thank you all for being here. We really appreciate those who live nearby and those who travel from far. Thank you, and please raise your glass and join me in wishing the new Herrera Solomon Rice family everlasting love.
Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you.
All right.
We get started with dinner. We're going to be having a couple things. First, we're going to have the exchange of the garlands. If you don't know what that is, basically the exchange of the garlands gives the message that they both accept each other as their life partners. So again, at this time, they're going to exchange garlands, and then we're going to have the blessing so we can begin dinner service. All right, for the blessing, before we get started, I'm going to be calling up Pastor Ishram, who will be giving the blessing.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I think this is the very first time to make the first deposits for the benefit of this service. It's a beautiful celebration. Now I'm going to be doing a little exercise here. There's a little exercise. I think in my counting we have about 17 tables. Am I not right? There are about 17 tables here. And I would like to have at least one adjective, one adjective that will describe the beauty of this couple. Don't they look beautiful? Yes. Something similar to that. One word that will describe the beauty of this couple. Let me start right here. What is the word you have? Made for each other. Made for each other. Wonderful. Happy. 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 Magnificent. Wonderful adjective.
Fun. Beautiful.
Wonderful. Marvelous. That's wonderful.
Beautiful.
All right.
Lovely.
Lovely. Gorgeous. Somebody said amazing. Okay. Sweet. Okay, that's wonderful. Sweet. Definitely it is sweet. Beautiful couple. All right, I like it. Lovely. He's always in love. Great. Lucky. Lucky. Jubilant. Jubilant is my word. Blessed. Prosperous. Prosperous. Right. Elegant. What else do you need in my prayer? God-fearing. Wonderful. And because the British Prime Minister Winston Churchill once said, his greatest and the brightest achievement was to convince and persuade his wife to marry him. Danny, did he do that? He is in agreement with that. Now let me tell you, Danny, one thing. I'm a married man almost 40 plus years. Someone asked me just a while ago, what happened to your hair? Well, I lost my hair, but mustache is still there. All right, now, if at all you want your wife to listen to you, I have one advice. Talk in sleep. Talk in sleep, she will really listen to you. Ladies and gentlemen, God has been good to us. I think this is a great evening for all of us. I am blessed. My stomach is already blessed. My belly is already blessed. I have already consumed 3 to 4 vades and some pakoras and some hot dogs. I'm all right. But yes, still I'm ready to have some more food to eat. Having said that, it is my pleasure to invite all of you to bow down our heads and seek the Lord in prayer for His blessing. Our gracious and most merciful Father in heaven, the God of Abraham and Sarah, the God of Isaac and Rebekah, the God of Jacob and Rachel in the wilderness. Lord, tonight we see the beauty of your glory. The kingdom of God has come in our midst. The kingdom of His glory, the kingdom of your grace is so beautifully, so powerfully experienced here. Lord, we see the power and the glory and the grace and the magnificence of the gospel story, where we read your first most powerful miracle. Our Lord Jesus Christ was present on the occasion, and He transformed the water into wine. What a great miracle. That's what we experienced this evening. Lord, we thank you for this prosperous occasion. We thank you for the jubilance that you have commanded and commissioned for each of us to experience and enjoy. It is my prayer, Lord, you will bless this couple. They have been sealed. They have been stamped. They have been signified. They live for the glory of God. We thank you for such promises. It is our prayer that you will continue to bless them. You will bless the families that are blended together so beautifully, so wonderfully. We thank you for such gifts tonight. Lord, it is my prayer you will bless every family that has come to share the jubilance of tonight. This is a great time of jubilance. This is a great occasion of your grace and your glory, your splendor and marvel. We thank you for the celestial occasion tonight. Lord, having said that, it is also our prayer that you will grace this occasion once more and bless the food that has been prepared for our joy and for our pleasure. Because the joy of the Lord is our strength tonight. For all these blessings, we ask in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
Promise me you'll always be.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Let's give them all a hand.
Here goes my heartbeat, 'cause you are the reason. In my sleep, please come.
For the couple. So first, I'm going to call up Kinjikin Daniel for the first little bit of marriage for the couple, marriage advice for the couple.
First of all, congratulations to you, Fini and Danny. You got my surname. I'm very happy. I don't know what to tell now because you already got all the advices that are needed. And certainly your sister gave you a very good piece of advice. That was very nice. Nevertheless, just few words from me too, as per your request. You know, marriage is a sublime thing. And to be united as husband and wife is something great according to the Word of God and God's plan and His design. So this evening, it gives me great pleasure to see you as couple. Though a lot of people may not be listening, they are very busy, you too. And this night, usually couples usually don't listen to all the advices that are given. But I hope at least one or two things you will grasp from what I said tonight. I would like to talk about time and connect it to your life. Time is something that is very much limited. You know, nobody can extend it. You have 24 hours and that's it. You cannot extend it, you cannot reduce it. Because that is the time given by God. And nobody can buy the time. Neither can you sell your time. Okay? So it all depends on what you will do within that time that God has given you. So you got to take time to do a lot of things in your life. First of all, take time to love. You're already doing that. You don't need to say much about that. But still, it should not last only for tonight. It should be a continuous process. That is where the success of your marriage will be. And take time to share. Are you sharing your food tonight?
It's so good.
It's so good. That is something minus deposits that the pastor has told you. You should share, even if it is good or bad. That is part of, oh, that's good. You are doing great. So take time to love and take time to share. That's very important. Whether it is bad or good, both of you must share. Then take time to console and comfort each other. There are times when one of you will be sad, the other will be happy maybe. Nevertheless, whatever the situation may be, you should be able to, comfort and console each other and strengthen each other with your comforting words. Then take time to communicate. Communication is very, very important in the aspect of every man's life, and especially in a married family life. If you are not communicating, then there is something wrong. And you are going to be finding a lot of troubles in your life. Whatever you have to say, discuss with each other and share your bad days and your good days. And take time to be holy. Studying the Word of God and prayer are two very important ingredients in a successful married life. So you need to keep that up. With all this program that was going on, I was wondering why there was no prayer. And as finally, Pastor came and prayed. That's very nice. So prayer and Bible reading is very important. I don't want to take long. You can continue with the list. There are a lot of things already that have been told by others. You can continue with the list. I would like to read a small poem to you, just to wish you. And as you continue your life, you need to go through these things, and God will really bless you. And I would like to read this for you. May you walk always in sunshine, with blue skies every day. May your journey be a safe one. May you never go astray. May your burdens all be light ones, and small the cross you bear. May your future be a bright one, enshrined by love and prayer. May the wings of love enfold you like a blanket in the night, and the arms of faith uphold you until the sky is bright. May life's storm clouds quickly vanish as rainbows come your way. May you walk always in sunshine with blue skies every day. When Pastor prayed, he referred to that marriage which Jesus attended, and he turned water into wine. You know how when the houseman, that marriage houseman, ran out of wine, Jesus' mother told that man, "You just do what my son tells you. You just do what Jesus tells you." So tonight, I'm just wishing you that you will do what Jesus tells you every day. How do you know what is Jesus telling you? You need to read the Bible. You need to pray. Then you will know what Jesus is telling you. So, Fini and Danny, as you have taken a long leap in your life to be married as a couple, may the Lord bless you and keep you and give you a long life and everlasting peace and happiness. God bless you.
All right, next we'll be hearing from David Mike. David Mike.
Congratulations, Danny, Fini. I'm David Mike, and I attend church with Danny and Fini here in Corpus Christi, Texas. And along with Patty Woods, Danny, Fini, myself, we sing in the choir. And I've been knowing them for how many years now? She's in the male quartet there in Corpus Christi, Texas. She's our first tenor, I guess now. Does a beautiful job. They had asked me, and it's my pleasure to give them some wedding advice, marriage advice. I've been married now for 45 years. This coming June, so I guess that's why you asked me. I've been ad-libbing it for the past 45 years, actually. But several things came to mind. Laughter. My wife is sort of like Fini. She has this infectious laugh sometimes. And actually, the first time I had heard Fini really laugh, it is an infectious laugh. And that's one of the things that's, I guess, very important in any relationship, is that laughter. And I can see it already. In a few years that I've known them, laughter is very much a part of their, it will be a part of their relationship for years to come. I guess another thing is, and this is something that I heard, I don't know, years ago as I was driving along and listening to a program. And it was about marriage, I guess. It was, I'm not sure who it was. It was a pretty famous religious character. I can't even remember his name. But he was interviewing this lady. He had talked to some lady who had been married for 60 years. And he said, how lucky you are to have found your soulmate. And the lady said, no, it really wasn't like that. He really isn't a soulmate. It's more of a commitment. And that has stuck with me ever since I heard that. It's been several years now. She was committed to making it work. First it was commitment to God. But she was committed to God, and so that made her committed to the man that she married. I guess she was pretty much saying that it didn't really matter who she married, she was going to be committed to that particular person. But I'm glad you two got married. Because you're a beautiful couple. So just keep laughing. You're perfect compliment. Danny is, I know he's not as quiet as he is. And then usually your laughter and infectious laugh. I think it's really, I couldn't tell you anything other than that. You know, just keep doing what you're doing, and stay committed to the Lord, and He will commit you to one another. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you may get back to your meals. We're going to be getting a few other events going on after everyone's kind of finished up, so that'll be in a few minutes. Thank you.
I like you, even when I don't try to. Yes, I do. That's the truth. I like you, yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so what's going on next is we are going to do what's called the Mission Impossible Photo Challenge, okay? So how that's going to work is we need everyone in their seats, everyone that's at your tables. What's going to happen is you are going to run up when I announce your table number. And we have to do this before the end of this song. So there's a song I'm going to play. We have to do it as quickly as possible. You're going to run up. You're going to stand with Fini and Danny. And we are going to quickly go through doing group photos of every table as fast as possible. So again, I'm going to announce the table numbers. You're going to run up. And we're going to get these photos done as quickly as possible. So we need your help. We need you guys to do it as quickly as we can. So here we go. All right, first up, I need table one. Table one, get up there. Let's go. Get this group photo. Move quickly, move quickly. We need to do this fast. All right, everybody get in close together, so you get everyone in the photo. All right, table one, you ready? All right, table two, let's go. We gotta move. Move quick.
Okay.
Table two. You guys are doing a lot of walking, not a lot of running. Let's go. Table two, line it up. Let's go, let's go. All right, stand together. You can get a little closer, don't worry. All right, table three, let's go. Come on, table three. Everybody up there, quick. We are running out of time here. Let's go. All right, table four, let's go. Table four. Let's move it. All right, table five, you're on deck. Get ready. Get ready, table five. All right, table five, get in there quick. Let's go. Table six, you're on deck. Get ready, table six. You are on deck. All right, table six, get in there quick. Let's go. Table seven, you're on deck. Get ready. Be standing and ready to get up there. All right, get in there, table seven. Get in there. All right, let's move. Move a little quicker than this. Come on now. We're running out of time. All right, table eight, you're on deck. Table eight on deck. Be standing and ready. I'm gonna have to give you guys some more time. All right. All right, we're at table nine. Table nine, get on up there. Table nine. Table nine. All right, table 10, you're on deck. Get ready, table 10. Be standing and ready. You can start getting up there. Just make sure you don't go in front of the photographers, table 10. All right, get on up there, table 10. Table 11, you're on deck. Table 11 on deck. Table 11, get on up there. Table 11. Table 12 is on deck. They're already ready to go. All right, table 12, get on up there quick. Table 13, you're on deck. You can stand up and get right behind our photographers and get ready to get up there. Table 13 on deck. All right, get out there, table 13, table 14 on deck. Please get up there, get ready behind our photographers, ready to go up next. Table 14. All right, table 14, head on up, table 14. Table 15 on deck. Table 15, please come up and stand behind our photographers, ready to go. All right, table 15, get on in there. Table 15. Table 16 on deck, please stand behind our photographers. Table 16. And table 17, you're up. I'm final and last. Table 16, where you at?
One more.
Table 16, get on in there. Let's get these photos. Table 17's ready. They're wondering where you guys were at. Look at them. All right, table 17, our final table. Let's get that photo. No time for hugs. We gotta get this photo. Let's go. Come on now. 17, line it up. It is officially time for the cake cutting now. Thank you again for participating in the Mission Impossible Photo Challenge. We didn't nail it. We went into a second sign, but I'll let it fly. You know, I'll pretend you guys won. You got it? So right now we have the cake cutting. So if you can all clear the dance floor area and let Fini and Danny handle cutting that cake.
I just wanna stop and thank you, baby. For me there is you, and there ain't nobody else. I wanna stop and thank you, baby. I just wanna stop and thank you, baby. Oh, how sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. It's like, oh, don't you know? To be loved by you.
right, coming up next, we're going to have a special dance from the family. So they're going to perform a special dance for Fini and Danny. And we got a couple chairs for you guys actually down here on the dance floor. Down here on the dance floor, yep. All right, fam, are we ready? Yep. Yeah. All right, let's hit it. All right, going next, we need all the single ladies to report to the dance floor. It's time for the bouquet toss. All the single ladies. All right, once again, we need all the single ladies to the dance floor. Let me make a reminder, boyfriends do not count until they put a ring on it. You are still officially single. We need all the single ladies out there on the dance floor. Come on now. All right, ladies, be ready? Let's see those hands up in the air. Hands up nice and high. Hands up. Come on now. You got to catch this thing. All right, we ready? Fini on 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, man. You just faked me out? What is this? Let's try that one more time. 1, 2, 3. All right, coming up next, we have what's called the shoe game. The shoe game. For those of you that haven't seen this before, how it works is Fini and Danny are going to sit back to back, and they're going to have one of each other's shoes. And I'm going to ask a series of questions, and they're going to raise the shoe of the person that they feel best fits the answer. So again, this is called the shoe game, and they're each going to hold one of each other's shoes and raise them in the air for who they feel best fits the answer of the question asked. All right, you guys ready to play? Crowd, I need some crowd noise out here. What do we got? The crowd, come on now. A little clapping. All right, I need my audience. All right, we're ready to start. All right, first question. Who is more romantic? Next question. Who said, I love you first? Who was the bigger geek at school? Who is the better driver? Who wears the pants in the relationship? Who spends more money? Who is more likely to get lost? Who has the crazier family out here today? Who snores the loudest? Who is going to be the better dancer later on? And lastly, if you were both trapped on a desert island, who would be more likely to eat the other one to stay alive? And who do you love most in the world right now? Let's give it up for them, ladies and gentlemen. That's the shoe game, the shoe game. All right, and right now we'd like all the married couples to report to the dance floor. That's right, we want every single married couple with us here tonight. We're going to do what's called the Married Couples Elimination Dance, or what's also called the Anniversary Dance. How this works, we'll hop off the dance floor until we have our last couple standing. So here it is, at last, Etta James. All right, 1 year, 1 year. 5 years, 5 years. 10 years, 10 years. 15 years, 15 years.
The skies above the blue.
20 years, 20 years.
My heart was wrapped up in clover.
25 years, 25 years.
The night I looked at you.
I think we already have our longest married couple. That was a quick one today.
I found a dream that I could speak to. A dream that I can come.
Oh man, 43 years, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up for him. 43 years.
To press my cheek to a thrill that I've never known. Oh yeah, you smile, you smile. Oh, and then the spell was cast, and here
All right, Fini and Danny are doing a quick photo. They'll be right back. They are going to do a little thank you. Just a quick shout out. One of our candle girls, her birthday is tomorrow. Let's give it up for Jazia. If you see her tonight, wish her a happy birthday.
Maybe it's 6:45. Maybe I'm barely alive. Maybe you're thinking much for the last time. Yeah. Maybe you know that I'm drunk. Maybe I know what I want. Maybe I'm thinking it's better if you left.
Party, 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 party,
right, so we're going to get back to dancing here in just a second. But Danny and Fini have a few quick words for you all.
Wow, this night has been so great. And, well, Fini and I just want to thank everyone for being here with us for our big day. Many of you have traveled a long way to come here and celebrate with us, and we thank you for your time and your effort. I wish I could thank each one of you in person by name who helped make this day so special for us. But I'm afraid that will take all night, so I'm just going to name a few. I'm going to start out, well, first by thanking Fini. Babe, you and I have been planning this wedding for so long, and now we can gladly say that even with all the havoc that comes with, weddings, that we put it off. I want to thank my best man, Jose. Jose, you should have been my first pick for best man, because you really are the best man for this role. I'm glad that our friendship has survived the test of time and distance. And I'm glad to know that I have a reliable friend who I can always count on. I want to thank my family, my parents, my siblings, my in-laws. That includes Fini's family as well. You all had such an important role in this wedding, and Fini and I will never forget everything you've done for us. Lexi, Fini and I are extremely grateful for your patience while you worked with us to make this wedding just how we pictured it. So thank you very much. I want to thank the matron of honor, Amber, and the bridesmaids. We have Bree,
Neha, Leah, Jocelyn.
Thank you so much. Thanks to DJ John, District DJ. Awesome. Of course, thanks to Martin's. This is such a great venue to host this wedding reception at. And to everyone who shared their wisdom with us. I'm sure I missed a few people, but overall, I just want to say that Fini and I are blessed to be surrounded by loved ones. Thank you.
ஒரு மாலை தங்கச்சரிகை ஒரு சேலை பூவொன்றை பூட்டி வைக்கத்தான் கல்யாணம் கண்டு பிடித்தான் தொடக்கம் மாங்கல்யம் தந்தனானேனா பின்பு ஜீவிதம் துந்தனானேனா தொடக்கம் மாங்கல்யம் தந்தனானேனா பின்பு ஜீவிதம் துந்தனானேனா தொடக்கம் மாங்கல்யம் தந்தனானேனா பின்பு ஜீவிதம் துந்தனானேனா.
Did you guys want a slower one to go out on? I'll slow it down for you. Give me one slower. Here's perfect.
I found a love for me. Well, darling, just dive right in. Follow my lead.